Hello there.
Now, Avengers Doomsday has only been shooting for a few short weeks, but we are already getting so much info about this film. I honestly kind of feel bad for Marvel because in all reality, it is really hard at this point for them to be able to keep track of all the leaks, to keep this plot contained. It seems like it's harder and harder these days for them to be able to keep these big, massive event level movies contained in terms of leaks and plots and things like that. But all that being said, I think at this point we have a good determination of what is going on in this massive set piece scene that they are shooting, and it looks like it could potentially be the final fight of the film. So we are going to break down what's going on here, what is happening in this movie, and what they are shooting in terms of this potential final fight sequence in Avengers Doomsday. We're discussing it all in this video. If you guys enjoy my content, check out my channel. I have a bunch more stuff just like this, and let's get into it.
The Atomic Fair.
Okay, so leading up to the shooting of Avengers Doomsday, we were getting so many different plot leaks about what could potentially happen in this movie, but now that things have begun actually filming, we're starting to get a good idea of what is going on in this movie, and it seems like Doom is masterminding so much of this movie. He is doing so many manipulative things to kind of pull the strings behind the scenes of this film, and it seems like he could even potentially be coming to the 616 with his own somewhat evil team of Avengers, which I don't know if I'm sure I believe that'll happen or if I would even really want that to happen. But beyond that, we are also hearing that he could potentially disguise himself as Tony Stark or as a returning past Avengers hero, being Iron Man in the MCU. And I'm not sure if that's a plot point that I would really support either. But what really seems to be going on here either way is that Doom is going to be manipulating both factions here between the Avengers and the X-Men, as we have a massive Avengers vs. X-Men subplot going on as this story adapts the famous Times Runs Out comic run, which saw the Ultimate Universe and the main 616 universe, their various groups of heroes, whether it be the Illuminati or the Ultimates on Earth 1610 or Miles Morales or the Ultimate Nick Fury, who were trying to face off against the 616 heroes and potentially stop their worlds from colliding or come up with some kind of solution. That is what's going to be happening in this movie. It's going to be a massive race to the end of time to confront Loki, to try to stop Doom from harnessing the power of the god of stories being Loki. That's not going to end up working out. It seems like Doom is going to gain control of the god powers of Loki in some way, shape, or form in this movie. Whether or not we see Loki die again or not is yet to be seen. But the main thing happening here and what this final fight seems to be showcasing that they're shooting right now is that we are going to be seeing the Avengers versus the X-Men on the grounds of the X-Mansion, with what looks to be Sentinels involved in the fight, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, potentially the Thunderbolts, and the mainline MCU Avengers, the newer team of Avengers formed by Sam Wilson's Captain America. And then Doctor Doom will also be involved in this scene because we have seen Victor Von Doom's chair inside the X-Mansion, posted by Robert Downey Jr. over on Instagram, showcasing they are shooting these scenes that are also heavily involving Doom. So similar to the final fight in Infinity War, being on the Wakandan battleground before Thanos ultimately gets the final stone and assembles the Infinity Gauntlet, it seems like in this movie we are going to be seeing the final fight happen on the grounds of the X-Mansion, with a huge clash between members of the X-Men, members of the Avengers, members of the Fantastic Four, and the Thunderbolts as they try to gain control over the final incursion and how to either prevent it or stop the other world from colliding with them, all being orchestrated by Doom, who is masterfully pulling the strings behind the scenes. And you can even back this up with stuff that is being said by the Nightcrawler actor, who is coming out saying that he is going to be punching Pedro Pascal in the head.
Well, especially right now because I'm doing it again, the X-Men film. Like, I'm playing Nightcrawler again now. I was just working with these, I'm learning stunts yesterday for the fight scene. And I just think I'm 60 years old. 23 years ago, I played that superhero. I was kind of old for a superhero even then. And now I'm back doing it. And that to me is hilarious. And then I'm sort of learning these fights. I'm like, what? Who am I fighting with? And I said, you're hitting Pedro Pascal against the head or something.
Which really just kind of hints at the fact that they are shooting the big action set pieces first. And it would make a lot of sense if they want to retroactively go to the end, shoot that first, and then we kind of move backwards and shoot some of the smaller scenes later on in the production. But comment down below, guys, let me know what you think, because this seems like what we are being set up for in Avengers Doomsday as our massive final action sequence of the movie. How it's going to unfold, how it's going to turn out, a lot of those things are still yet to be determined. But if you enjoy this kind of content, then subscribe right here, because I'm going to be covering all this stuff leading up to Avengers Doomsday. And for this video, guys, that is all I got. So until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.